Hello everybody, thank you guys for all tuning in. As you can see, I have a different background. I am moving all over the place. I'm pretty mobile, but not just that. We're doing PUBG Mobile. As you can see, we're in the room right now. We're about to get started. We got 64 people, just starting right on time, so thank you guys for all tuning in. We have a stream delay, so right now, if you guys are watching live, I will be on talking with you guys. You guys can let me know about anything PUBG Mobile related, anything about your life, about your day, whatever the case is. I want to hear from you. I'll be on Omelet Arcade, YouTube, and Twitch, so you guys can view from any of those platforms, whichever works best for you. And that is it. So as you can see, everyone's getting ready to go, warming up. I am trying to get myself more ready. I'm a little late to the party, but we are fine. We are good to go. You can see everybody just excited to compete. At least I am excited to see everyone compete. And all right. If you guys have any issues with the sounds or whatever, let me know. This is my first time doing a Hyllos scrim, which thank you for letting me host, or I should say stream, this scrim, and I'm ready to go. So let's go. Let's take a look and see the competition tonight and what we got. K4L right there, about to drop down with the rest of everybody else competing tonight. We got Yasnaya, Rosshawk, School right in line. Pachinki is in line as well, and Georgia Pole, which is probably going to be the hottest place since it's right there on the north part of that plane line. Everything else might be a little far away, but you can still get to Milta. You can still get to Primorsk. I think you can make Primorsk. Zarki, I think you can do that as well. Severny certainly in line as well. Just the more south you go, the harder it's going to be. So Novo is going to be tough to go to military base, pretty much impossible. So you're going to take a car instead if you want to get that loot in those areas. Right now, what we're going to do is try to find where the activity is first, who's going to be close, and where that battle is going to be. So that is what we want to find first and foremost. It does seem like we have a bunch of people going down south toward Milta. There's multiple teams here. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. Maybe they're trying to find a car on this road and then head over to military base. I think that's what a lot of people would like to do because, again, military base is not in line unless you take a vehicle over there. There's a red car there. It looks like both of these are the same teammates here for NF. And there you go. They're going to grab their car and get out. Team 25 is also has, he's a little bit far from his teammates, that's for sure. And he's landing where there's a few enemies around, so he's got to be careful. Looks like that enemy is going to be right there. I don't think he's going to get ran over. He's just going to honk and say hello, why not? He's not going to do anything about it because he does not have a gun. Meanwhile, Rosshawk seems to be a good place for a good start of a battle here. We got EV there. Let's take a look. G2A is here as well, and Team 11 with Glory. So right now, this is definitely a mixture of players. It looks like one player's already knocked. Suzu is down and out, thirsted, thanks to, I think that is Reddy or Rikai. So they have Navi, Vito, Too Good, and Rikai. And then Toxic is in front of him. I think he's just peeking over to see if he can find him. Team 11 still has other teammates here. Toxic, I believe that it is Didi. I'm terrible with names, by the way, so if I'm pronouncing anyone's names wrong, just know that I do that pretty much with everybody. But that team is still here in the area trying to compete. It really looks like Eevee's in a troubled spot. Another knock here, this one on NLZ. As you can see here, G2G is trying to hide as he only has a handgun and not even any armor, no vest, no helmet, so that is a tough one. No backpack either. So right now, they're pretty bad when it comes to loot. Toxic might be the best one with loot, and he has a handgun and a shotgun, so good luck with that one. I'm going to keep looking around, making sure we don't miss anything else. Severny might have a battle as well, but it does seem like Rosshawk is the epicenter of the battles so far tonight. So this is my first time doing these scrims. If you guys want to see me do more of these scrims, let me know too. But yeah. It's interesting. We got a delay of 5 minutes, so if you guys aren't, if you don't see me respond, just know that it's because I am on a delayed mode. We don't want anyone utilizing the stream to their advantage in-game, because then they could take a look as a bird's eye in the sky from our side to their advantage. We don't want that, so that is why there is a delay. It looks like School has, oh, I forgot to turn off all chat, but that's alright, it seems. EST, I think, is taking some shots across the way, probably at Eevee. Maybe hit some of the car there. It does seem like the car is taking a lot of the damage, but it seems to be okay. It is not smoking. It is not burning. they seem to be fine. I'm going right back over toward Milton because I saw 2 enemies close to each other. NF Relout, I believe that is how you pronounce that. And who do you have next to you? You do have Copen as well. But it does seem like, yeah, K4L team here with Wishmaster probably sees the enemies and thought, hey, you know what? A handgun probably won't be the best bet against these 2. So I think he just stayed low, hoping that he wouldn't be spotted. Back over to Severny, possibly. It looks like one enemy is heading away. All of their teammates are already dead at Severny, so he's heading out. This is for Mordex here. He is gone and away. Team 22 seems to have won that battle. They have 3 kills on the board, so they definitely did it. They did lose a player with this Philippin there. See, I'm terrible with names. Flippin here, but they still have all 3 of their other players. So it's just pretty good. Heading over to military base. This is the spot I thought people would try to get to with a vehicle, and I was not incorrect there. There was 2 teams that apparently went in that direction. One team is still there at military base. It is Intense with Susie, Sintach. I'm gonna go with Sintach, Morton, and Nicolay. Yeah, Nicolay. There we go. I am terrible with names, so don't blame me. If you want to blame me, fine. That's okay. But school apartments and the school itself has 2 different teams on opposite ends, and I bet they're all looking at each other, trying to hit each other. This is more of a long-range battle. Even if one gets knocked, I wouldn't expect a huge push necessarily. It could possibly happen, but really, if you get 1 knock, it's tough. Maybe 2 knocks is going to be better for any of these teams, so they can push with more of a feeling that they can win it. But yeah, right now it is going to be a long-range, or if you want to consider it mid-range battle. Red dot for the Scar with Ukaku, and he's looking toward Andrex there. Andrex is probably TPP viewing it as well. And maybe got a hit, possibly. Not much more than that. So that's why these battles are going to be a little bit more long-term. Extra hit there on Andrex. Every time he peeks, he's got an eye on him ready for that one. He's got that window covered. If I was the other guy, if I was Andrex, I would start looking at it through a different window. Maybe through another floor as well to really mix things up, making it hard for Ukaku to spot him out. Heading over to Team 25 because there's our enemies that are going to be driving by. There he is with a DP, and he gets the work done. Gets 1 knock there, and he's going to go straight for the thirst as well while his teammate drives off into the sunset. Now, that is probably, you're not going to want to stop necessarily. I think he wants to keep going. He's no reason to go back and pick up his dead teammate. There's no point. He can't do it. And no, that, uh-oh. No, I hope he did. I think he could get out. He could possibly get out of it, but he is taking a risk by sticking around there. Celeste, thank you for joining in. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I don't notice any of the teams that are really close by together anyway. We're going to head over here. MVP. We got Mag. We got Admin. We got Warper and Jaj, or Jage. Jage is a cool name. I hope it's pronounced Jage. Celeste says, hey Crusader, hello. You're probably wondering, what is this? Well, this is a scrim I just picked up starting today. And it seems pretty good. Exciting. A lot of these good players seem to be doing well. And, alright, what do we want to see next, by the way? JJ Harp, welcome to the stream, says hello. Hello to you. Welcome back. Team 4, I'm wondering what's going on here, because Team 4 is next to Team 18. Some of them are in vehicles. Team 18 is not, so I'm wondering if they hear the vehicle and they're going to take shots at the vehicle. We will see. So they got a buggy with 2 of their players, and they stop at this house in particular. Going to hide the car as well and behind the walls. Meanwhile, G2A, too good, is getting closer and closer. I think he has spotted them. You can see he's being awfully cautious around this rock here. He is looking away from the enemy, so maybe he'll turn himself around because they're right there. And he's got to be careful not to get shot in the back. He does have this little lip in the hill, so it makes it hard for that enemy to spot him out. But yeah, he's also down. He's pretty much looking over. Where do we want to go is a good question here. Team 14 still driving by. Team 18 might be heading straight to Team 4, which could be cool. And they drive by each other. They might have heard each other, I'm not sure. Yes, they did. And he stops to grab this car, so they're going to stick with the 2 cars now. Team 15, it looks like they're pushing. They had the separation at the schools. Looks like EST, I believe that is. Yeah, EST with Striker, Ukaku, Durwix, and Likau. They went to the apartments, which they started at the school itself. And it looks like Glory has taken this school instead. So maybe they pushed one team past them. There's Tina and Marina on the backside, more in the center of school apartments. This is always a hard thing to get into, by the way. It looks like the shots are real, almost getting knocked. He's trying to dip and duck and dodge, and it looks like it worked very well. Good job moving around like that. You do not want to head in a straight line to your exit because they'll foresee it. They know where the exits are, and they want to follow along with that. So if you make it hard for them, make them use all their bullets in the process. But Striker did not do the same. As you can see, he is knocked. It looks like he will be thirsted. One last shot with the Car 98 from Inet, I believe. That is how you pronounce that. Ooh, good shot again with the Car 98, this time from Tina to Durwix. So that is going to be the third party shot. EST, PS on the area, and also Glory. So this is 3 teams in 1. Obviously, EST being in the middle of all of it could be the most problematic position here. They could still win it, but the odds and based purely on position is not going to be good for them. You can see here, Marina wants to get them in the back here. At 6 o'clock. Is that going to be possible? I'm not sure. EST has to be careful now on both fronts, on both east and west side of them. Glory's probably still looking around. They got a knocked player, so they're kind of holding back. They do not want to get knocked twice in a row before they can get the pickup. Here, Tina is looking into that red building. Definitely knows that there's people in there. And he's waiting for a good opportunity. They're moving around. He sees them flashed every now and then behind the windows. So far, no shot. They're moving way too fast for him to keep up with a good shot there. And it looks like they're getting in a car actually back there, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. Trying to drive off. There's Marina shooting across, gets him knocked there, trying to run him over. Also get the shots in the corner. Does not reach, but gets another knock. But Marina gets knocked out finally, even though she got 2 knocks here. Will be thirsted out on the last one by Ukaku. So this revive is going to be clutch. Tina needs to make a big push. I'm sure Tina told him, hey, look, we got 2 knocked. There's only 1 left. Go for it. And that's what's exactly happening. But going straight into that is a problem in itself. So he did not go for the revive first. Very good there. You do not want to kind of keep yourself consolidated, even though you're thinking, I'm getting a revive, I'm doing something good. No, you waited for the right opportunity to make sure no one else was coming around in your proximity. Throwing the smokes was a good idea as well. Now no shots from Glory is going to affect your revives either. So definitely the good route, the good steps come into play. Do not panic is the right option there. G2 is right in front. You got Venom in front as well. Shots across, and you can see Memo is knocked already. Halo is here, possibly going to go for the revive first. Venom, I think, is going to hold him back, but we'll see. G2A seems to be rotating in different angles here, trying to get a spot where they can get some easy knocks again. They have the time. Once you get a knock on the opposite side, you can start to move where you want to, generally speaking. And you can see here, that's exactly what happened there. You have here, Sponge, I think, is on this angle, trying to hold him back from doing the flank. Meanwhile, a lot of them try to flank as much as possible. Rikai is a little bit out here. It might get shot by Spun if he doesn't know that Spun's in there. Nope, I think he's got it now. He put his crosshairs on him. I believe he knows that Spun is in that shed. We'll see if they make a push toward it. Rikai might. He might be telling... Yep, they're both going after it. They are not afraid, and it is going to be a 2v1, so Spun is going to be at a disadvantage here. Gets 1 knock, but couldn't get the other one at all, as he is fully healed up, and he's going to get the revive first. Going to leave Spun there hanging for a moment. And look at this. I mean, Memo might try to rotate around to help out his teammate. That's going to be too tough, though, especially with the other players who can easily overlook the shed. You can see here, they're trying it. They're giving it a whirl. Can they get it? They run over one, which is great. Gets the other one knocked as well. And no, they didn't do it, actually. They got knocks instead. Wow, great moves there for G2A. They was going after, I think it was a 2v2 in that particular area, but G2A had other players who were spotting out, overlooking the situation, which really helped out in the long term. Running over a player, though, was huge. Just not enough, though. So great work there for G2A. We'll see if they can continue on. They got 7 kills, and they got everybody up. They still have everybody alive on their team. They're looking really, really good. Shots probably long range. Yeah, nice hit from Darwix there, but not a knock. Still good hit with the Kar 98. Enemies under him. You can hear the vehicles going around, and 2 people are actually in his building, so he's got to be careful. He's got to be ready for it. Kaku is in there as well. I think he's trying to look from this angle, but that is not going to work. Maybe if you hit the ledge here, that would work out beautifully. But they are ready to push up all the way. You can see here, I believe Guapro is chilling on that spot, and multiple players are starting to make their way in up as high as possible, and then probably push all together. That's my assumption that they're going to do. Durwix is still on the right there. You see Ukaku ready for them to push. He's hiding behind the wall. If they come up the stairs, he'll be the first one to shoot probably. Shots on Glory. Glory has a knock player, so they're going to be pretty stagnant for the moment while this activity is still occurring. You can see here they're ready. They're on the 3rd floor, and once they hit that upper floor there, it'll be the roof where Ukaku's ready for them. Grenades being thrown from Kevi, I think, to Likau. They're almost there. I'm surprised they haven't pushed yet. They're taking their time here. Shots on the bottom there. No hits. It's a lot of warning shots. About to throw a grenade down. Will it make contact? I'm surprised they haven't pushed because they heard the grenade first, but they're not in that room. He just was hoping that he was. It looks like Wishmaster actually took a lot of damage, in which case backed away from it. Grenade thrown toward them to the roof, but that's not going to work. None of them are over there. So wow, this has gone for a very long time. Surprisingly how long it is taking. Likau actually came into the building now. He's on a lower floor to the mall, and he might, oh my god, he can easily see this guy and go for the kill. Likau, though, does not know, apparently, and takes a shot. Uh-oh. I am surprised that he did that like that. I think just bad timing there, but maybe he didn't foresee it. Molly thrown, not making contact. Good knock there on the 3rd floor. Another knock there, but Ukaku gets knocked by the grenade for Darwix. It's ready for him. In case anything happens, shooting down at them as well. 2v1, and that is it, I believe. Yes, it is. Winners go to K4L. For this one. I thought, to be honest, Ukaku was doing a great job. Got 2 knocks in a row. Got knocked, though, by a grenade that came up. He had no idea it was there. And then he tried to have his teammate go for the rest with 1v2 situation. Just too much to handle. K4L worked that beautifully. Did not overly be aggressive. Waited for the right opportunity, and they found their spot to go to the top, or tried to make their way to the roof. Didn't need to go all the way up, but that's the way it works. All right, let's take a look at Intense here. They have no kills, but they are alive with all 4 of their players. That's part of it. I mean, you want some points in this game. You got to get rank and kills here. So right now, I mean, it's not bad, especially in the first part of this game. I just saw some kills here. I'm wondering why. Let's see. BOS is there, got knocked out. And that might be it for the whole squad, I believe. We got here a little late, but good job regardless by VGs here. And it looks like that is Mongu, Arrow, Reen, and Blaze for team slot 24. And they got 3 kills on the board for them. They have a drop here as well, which has an AWM. I'm sure they're going to be grabbing that. Why not? Best sniper in the game. Alright. Oh, we got 2 teams close by at the bridge. Let's take a look at that. For E, I think this is the first time we're seeing that particular tag tonight with 7S, another team that we haven't seen tonight either. Looks like both teams are noticing each other, that is without a doubt. And we'll see if there's a big push coming up. All 4 players for E are on the roof or the 2nd floor of the building. None of them are on the 1st floor. You can see here Potatoes already reached the 1st floor, ready for the rest of the teammates to come along. He does not want to push by himself. That would be a big mistake. But he might be there just in case they come to the 1st floor and you can surprise them, at least at this point. Looks like 7 has to think about what their next play is. 7SE. They have a lot of options. They can try to continue to shoot from outside looking into the windows. There's only a few windows they could really be. But the knock on Haru, well done with the grenade. They continue to try to return the favor with their own grenades. but not making the contact. And right now, Smokey's going for the quick revive. If I was 4E, you're already so close. Make the push. It is a 4v3 situation. You're not going to have better odds than that. Maybe if you get another knock, but that is going to be unlikely. So I'm surprised 4E didn't make a push after that. I think it would have made a lot of sense because they are so close. More grenades coming over. They surprisingly are carrying a lot of grenades. And another thing in comp is that you want to carry a lot of throwables, make it tough for the enemies without even lifting a trigger finger. More hits on Potato this time as he gets knocked. And may get Thurston trying to hit him, but it doesn't seem like that is an option for them. I'm so surprised. 4E is just going for knocks, not going for the push. It is a little baffling to me. Now, they might just play like this. They might be feeling more comfortable to playing like this, and that's all better for them that way. But generally speaking, you guys have an advantage. You got the knock. Not only do you get one knock, you got another. But letting them get that revived, which they aren't letting, which is actually a good thing. Maybe they can get a second knock, preventing Potato getting revived in the first place. Smokey's going for it. Gets hit a bit. He gets down. They have Kevin. Kevin's first one to come down. Multiple enemies in front, but they're all trying to stay low in the corner. Gets knocked instead. One more player left. That is it. So 4E did do a great job, actually. All in all, they waited for the right opportunity. Not only did they get knocked, they got some additional hit marks as the person tried to make a revive in that building, and then they made the push. So I guess they kind of got impatient there. They waited a bit longer in my eyes, but they did do a great job because they did get the squad wipe. Who am I to say? We're going to go to Team 23 and Team 4. RXT is in front of them. Team 4, we'll take a look at where they are each other. So they're just kind of probably peeking at each other's window. And they also have Glory, who's at the other house, or other school apartment, not apartment, other school part, in the area. So good mix between the three players, or three teams. Bloody Devils, says Leonardo. Looks like you're going for that team, I believe. Alright, everyone else is kind of separated at this point. Other than those two teams at school apartments, there is a team at school as well, but they're just trying to get any hits they can possibly get, make things uncomfortable for the other teams. You can see here, Intense is taking the rooftops of these buildings. I know a lot of players like to take rooftops. It can be a little bit of a double-sided bladed edge sword. I don't know my lingo anymore, but it could be good and can be bad, right? You're up there, you can use the angles, you can see pretty much everywhere around you. The problem obviously is that you're more exposed. Daniel, thank you for the subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to leave a follow and subscribe. I cannot stress that enough because you guys can watch more of what I do that way. So we got RXT here. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name. I'm going to go with that. Is that an F or an A? No, that has to be an or an H. Is it Fafa? Who wants to take a gander and guess? But there it is. It has to be an AFA. That's my guess at the end there. But you know, they're still battling it out with K4L. K4L had a squad wipe earlier at this very apartment. So if they get pushed again, maybe they're ready for it. Who knows? We still got a lot of game left in this particular match. Team 10 is trying to cross the bridge. There is a troll at the bottom of it. There he is. He's right under. He's probably not going to do much about it, though, because he's by himself. And he has a really bad angle to shoot. Looks like shots for G2A. A lot of shots around, actually. Trying to figure that one out. Possibly from VGs, who were shooting at the cars passing by. Also, D-Malt is also doing that, I should say. Definitely a mixture squad here with their tags. So there's Mag as well. MVP Mag. One player gets out, gets knocked. MVP, other players getting out of the car as well. Their car is probably going to get shot a bit. They want to get that revive, not going to happen anymore. So they backed up all the way to the extra end of zone. It's a good protected spot, to be honest. On the left, they're pretty covered. They do have to worry about that one player who may go to the building, but Mordex is really far back there, actually. And on the right is not a lot of space to actually shoot from. So obviously covering their front side here, they're pretty good. Just waiting for the next zone to change, I suppose. Something happened on this end. Looks like I got Ross on. Okay, well, a kill apparently, as I'm trying to keep up with that one. But VG's apparently got it. 7 kills now for them. Look at all the dead boxes around. Jesus Christ. It's a murder scene. You still have Eevee, G2G, who had lost all their players pretty early in this, trying to survive on his own. It is a tough gig to do, though. And he probably heard all those. He probably sees them right now, but may not have a long-range scope, may not think he can win it, and may not feel like he can guarantee his safety going into the next zone, as it is closing as we speak. So he doesn't want to start shooting and giving out his spot when he has to get into zone now without a vehicle. So I think he's kind of waiting for VGs to kind of move on their own and then start moving. There is a car that he could take there. He might try to reach for it. Nope, he's going to go try to run this one in. I don't know if I think he noticed the car, though. He probably should go for it on the right. But the zone is starting to get small, too, so maybe he'll make too much noise by taking that car as well. He's going to probably reach the other VG players who are just taking... Oh, where the hell did I... Oh, my God. I was launched out of the map. But let's see. He's on the roof, but this is really weird. Let's render in everything. There we go. Render. But yeah. So he's definitely in the blue. He's hoping to kind of cross paths in, but look at that. Once he makes his way too far in, he's going to be heard. And he's trying to bandage as well. Oh, no. Bad spot for him now. Yep. He tried his best. There wasn't really much of an option. If he tried to run in, he would be heard, and everybody would shoot at him regardless. The only plan was probably to stay prone and try to sneak his way in, but he had to heal at the process because the blue zone was just hurting too much. So he really didn't have much of an option. He could have risked it, but he tried that too. 4E. Not sure what's going on over here. I hear a lot of gunshots. Possibly toward the school apartments. Mavi here. Yep, shooting over. A lot of hits toward the car, but not a lot of hits on the player. Looks like Cavi is looking pretty good. Gets out of the vehicle, start getting hit again. Gets the knock. Beautiful work for that mid-range shooting. Holding down that recoil while using it 3 times on the M4. Guapro. Let's see if he peeks around trying to shoot at the players who just got his teammates knocked. Doesn't seem like he's doing that. He doesn't have zone next anyway. He does have some time. He has 30 seconds before it starts to close. And obviously he's right next to zone, so it'll take a while before it actually reaches him. But he does need to figure out a way to get in eventually. And that's exactly what Intense is doing. They're going for the top of the, I should say the south part of zone. And maybe heading their way more in now. Team 18's already in zone. They're taking some shots across. They have a building for cover. So they should be shooting as much as possible, to be honest. Preventing anyone who wants to come to their buildings to say, nope, you're not coming here. It's not going to work out. Shots toward the cars here. One car is still okay. The other car, not so well. Maybe they took out tires. I think I would do that if I was the enemies. It might be hard to hit those tires based on the hill function. Blaze next to Fahim with 4E. See what Blaze can see as he's looking in through the windows. He's got zone, I think. I think he's got the very edge of zone. And his teammates certainly do, as they pushed in quite a lot now. Right above Reen is some enemy players. 2 of them, to be exact, in the back room. A lot of shots on the left there, too. Grenades being thrown. Makes contact with 2 of them. Fahim and Hassan. The ground, and that's gonna be a thirst party here. No one's gonna go away thirsty anymore. Alright, so we got some players outside of zone here. They were the ones that were pretty center, but now the zone has shifted so far to the other side that they no longer have it anymore. Meanwhile, look at this team. They need to figure out a way just to move a few more inches, but they don't have the cover that they were hoping for in that angle, so we'll see how they play that one out too. Shots over there. Does he see him? I think he sees him, but he's not taking shots. There, he has to be taking shots here. This is so open. He has an 8. Okay, it keeps shifting me over. Let's go back to the action. Raki here. They still have everybody alive here, which is great for them. 1 player knocked only. I thought on this side there was enemies, but apparently they took them out, so that's good stuff. They don't have to worry about that side anymore. Charles, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Nicole there. Let's take a look. Grenade was thrown. does not make contact with him, but the car certainly took the damage. And he's kind of lonely out here, taking shots a lot. Nicole trying to stay low. It seems to have worked. Shots back to Gamoric. Oh, that grenade should do him in. He's got to get up. He got to run. And he does run. Well done there. Recognizing that grenade would have killed you. You got Intense Susie here as well. Trying to stay low. Good grenades factoring in, as I see Morik is knocked. Trying to hit him with a thirst button there, but no. VG's trying to get into the edge of zone. They seem to have it with their car and rock coverage. Alright, so Blaze has to heal up. A lot of extra shots, this time from Magoo. A lot of grenades. Man, a lot of players are carrying the throwables, which is excellent. That is a good sign. It's not the entirety of a good team, but having a lot of throwable means that you know you're going to be using them. And that's exactly what they know they're going to be doing. So many throwables. And I think that's something we miss in NA. Intense Susie with Nicolette. Veto is right there. Does he spot him out? Nope. Does not see him in the smoke, as he's probably prone in the grass. Heading to VG's. There's only 4 teams left, by the way. We got VG's. We got the Intense team on the left there. G2A. And also BIT. Or this mixture. It's more of a mixture of the squad than anything. Wow, he's really going out there. I'm not sure why he's doing this big rotation, but it looks like he's opting to go back. I think he just doesn't want to be mixed up everywhere. There's another molly, doesn't reach, trying to do that jump throw, which gets some extra mileage under it. It's a bit short, though. It was very close to actually causing some major damage. Shots on the left, both peeking. Blue zone seems to be shifted toward the middle of zone, and all teams are starting to kind of creep in now to make things work. You see here, Reen has moved to the right here, hoping for this to work out. Magoo is doing the same. Reen is getting hammered, though. Surprisingly not knocked, though, as he's trying to get out of that position now. Magoo gets the knock on Mobby. Well done. Smokes are thrown for themselves so they can kind of creep in ever so slightly into the next zone. G2A Vito gets knocked as he was way out there in no man's territory. And Susie's knocked. Well done from Reki. Or Reki. Or Rakai. What do we have here? Blaze throwing some more smokes for him to get into zone. I think that's a great idea. Again, notice all the throwables, guys. That is the signal of a good team, to say the least. We got 3 teams left, though. Intense, though, seems to be possibly next on the chopping block. One is already knocked. Nicolay is only one up standing. And he's going to try to get this revive behind the rock, hoping for it to work. And they're great. Actually, 2 teams left. Apparently, one got taken out. So VG's, all they have to do is take out Intense, who had the zone already, but they need to get this revive. Magoo might get the shots on the left. That's what he does on Susie right when he got picked up. Bad timing there. Throwing a grenade up there to the right, but it was not cooked, so it didn't take it into consideration yet. So well done there. I believe, what was it? Yeah, the VGs got it. They got a lot of kills too. 11 just from Magoo. Arrow gets 2 for Reen, and 1 for Blaze. That's a good amount there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 kills. So double digits. First place. Intense did a great job as well. We saw them trying to survive, even though they had the disadvantages with the numbers at one point. 4, 5, 6, 7 kills for them. And then this mixture of a team here with 3 for Catastrophic, with the whole team getting 3 kills. Going over to G2A there, 7 just for Rakai, 3 for Veto, and 1 for Mavi. So that's a team total of 11. Another double-digit kill count team there. NF comes in with 3 kills. K4L with 4 kills. RXT with 3. 4E with 3, 4, 5 kills. Glory with 1 kill. We got MVP here with 0 kills. EV coming in with 0 as well. and 5 with 1 kill just from Mordex. RSON with 1 kill. 7S with 1 kill as well. BOS, or yeah, BDS, I think. Yeah, BDS with 3 kills. EST with 5. Nice shot from Ukaku. We did see a lot of good things from him, as he has 5 kills for the whole team too. CRE with 1 kill, and PS with 0. Alright, we're going to get into match number 2 soon. Let me get the ID codes out there. I'm going to play some music in the background as well. I'm not sure what. I actually have a new playlist right here in front of me. I'm not sure what these songs are going to sound like, so I'm just going to pick one at random And we'll see how well that works out. Well, that was very loud. Let's lower the volume too. Yeah, too loud, too loud. Sorry about that. And do you want to change something else on this? There we go. Right, let me pay attention to YouTube as well. I've been paying attention to you guys. I got in late. Well, I didn't get in late. I just got in too on time, if that's a word I should be using. I got in and then automatically we're starting pretty much. So I didn't really have time to set up my whole chats and all that. You can hear me in the background there. We don't want that. Don't want that. Let's take that down. And that was really loud too. Sorry about that. Just wants to start loud. And I'm gonna lower that as well. Okay, so yeah, guys, if you guys are watching from whatever platform, let me know. I want to hear from you guys. It makes a lot more fun for me anyway. I do have a stream delay, so if you write anything, I will get back to you just a little bit later than normal. Let me make sure I get into the room so we don't miss that. So right now, I'm just gonna get that info, right? Oh, good. Alright, if you're new to this channel, well, welcome. I hope you guys are going to enjoy. If you have any questions, just keep me posted on it. Alright. Oh, sorry, I'm so silent right now. I am just getting myself more ready, you know, just generally getting my stream stuff working well. But it looks good. I mean, if you guys are dealing with any frame drops or anything, let me know. I don't think I'm experiencing any. Usually it tells me whether frames are going down or the stream's going down or whatever. But so far it looks pretty good. So I'm glad you guys are all here. I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you, Ass Tapes, for the follow. Appreciate that. I know you competed in the, I believe that you were in the last scrim I was hosting, so thank you for that. Danny Gaming, welcome to the stream as well. Appreciate the follow. But again, if you guys have any questions, let me know. We do have naked events that are coming up. It is the naked. What do we have next, actually? We have a duo tournament coming up, which is coming this Monday. If you want to compete in that, feel free to sign up on our Naked Esports Discord. We also have the Naked Riot, which is a Friday series with a prize pool of $80 and $100 for in merch. So if you guys want to have a chance to win, you guys can absolutely do that. And then also the COD Mobile, we have scrimmages there. So you can compete for $20 per a scrim in our Discord. So if you're interested at all in any of those factors, I definitely suggest taking a look on our Naked Esports Discord. We have other stuff too going on. Comp teams trying to get better and better and get bigger and bigger. So if you want to sign up to become a Naked Esports player or a staff member, we have some open slots as well. Yeah. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I certainly am. It's cool to see different teams play. I haven't done this scrim before. So these guys seem to be really good. What I noticed, as you might have heard from my last commentary on the last match, I should say, is all the throwables that people are using. There was a ton. And it just goes to show how important that is in the game. Now, you only have so many things you can carry. You can obviously increase your backpack size, level 3 obviously being the biggest, but you can only carry so much. So what a lot of teams, I think, at NA take priority over is making sure that they have the ammunition or they have the meds in order to continue. But it does seem like these teams take a little bit more of an effort to carry the throwables required, because throughout the entire scrim, I did not see a lack of throwables. Whenever they had the chance, there was going to be some in the game. So the fact that there's so many working in their favor, I think was a good idea, especially holding back some teams who may want to push or something. It also makes it easier to take out a team without actually peeking over to kind of take the shots, because once you start peeking over and take shots, you're making it more of a 50-50. Maybe you have an advantage or not, but typically you're putting it up in the air whether you're going to win that battle or not. With a throwable, you can hide, still throw something over, obviously. So I think a lot of these teams understand that, and I love that. I think it should definitely happen more in NA scrimmages and tournaments. But that's just the way it goes. That's something I've noticed. I think a lot of other people have noticed that as well. When you take a look at it from a more global standpoint. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what these teams do next too. Another thing I noticed is the patience, which actually there apparently was more patience. I did see some pushes at right times where I thought would need to be pushed, and they pushed. But there was a few times there where I thought there should have been a push here, but they didn't. And it did work out for a lot of the teams that didn't push and they held back. So I can't say that was a wrong answer. I mean, pretty much every time where I thought, oh, they should have pushed here. Well, they won the battle at the end, so who am I to say? So I think there's a lot to learn when it comes to watching scrims. All of you guys are watching at home. I think it makes a lot of sense to kind of pay attention to what these teams do, see how well they work as a team, because it's not always about your own gunplay. It's not always about who shoots best. It's about how you guys work together in a squad format. Because if you guys just play really well separately, but you can't kind of mesh together and kind of figure out a pathway to victory, you're not going to win. This is impossible. There's too many good teams out there who know how to work together cohesively, making the job a lot easier. They don't actually necessarily need great gunplay in order to win. That's pretty much what I want to say there. If you guys have any thoughts on that, definitely let me know in the chat. YouTube, I don't know what's going on there. I think my YouTube chat might be, like, not working? I'm not sure, because I haven't. Last time I saw you, last time I did a scrim, the YouTube chat wasn't working. Maybe I can change it. Let me make some thoughts. Oh, I'm not in the room. I don't know if he sent me invites. I didn't get any notifications. Is that him? No. That's not him. So I don't know. I don't think he started yet. Usually you give like 10 minutes. We're getting close to that, but we're not quite there yet. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not able to get the code. So, oh, here we go. Perfect. He must have sent it to me. I don't hear any notifications, so he probably sent it to me and I just wasn't paying attention. But there we go. I'm in. So all you guys who are competing right now, make sure to head into the room right now so you guys are ready to go. I always say this, make sure to get into the room as soon as possible, because that way, in case the system kicks you out or anything like that, you can hop in right after that. And you don't have to think like, oh, do I have time now? No, you can just hop right back in and you'll be good to go. Let me see. Yeah, he said, I thought I already invited you. I'm just going to return saying, yeah, you probably did, but I didn't see it. All right. So this, again, this is the first time I'm doing these scrims. Might do these more in the future. I'm not sure yet. It's cool because it's 2 o'clock for me, or it's right now 2:45 for me. It started at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I usually have my scrims at 8 p.m., so I'm more of a night guy when it comes to broadcasting. But today, it's a weekend. I didn't have anything outside of my normal life duties that I couldn't do this, and I always loved doing this. So I just had the time to do it, and here we are. So if you guys want to see me do more like daytime stuff, I can certainly make a harder attempt for it. But yeah, if you guys want to see me continue to do more nighttime stuff as well, because maybe you guys are more free at that moment to kind of sit back and relax and watch some content. I mean, I would love to hear your thoughts, because you guys are a big reason why I stream. Getting your excitement, getting your emotions, getting your chats, making sure you guys are happy is what I want to do this for. The main reason why I do scrims in the first place is because I want to get this community bigger. I love the way this community runs. I think PUBG Mobile is a wonderful game where a lot of people have access to it because it's through your phone. I think it makes it easier for any team to be created. I think it's easier for any team who is, who, if you have the talent, you can. There's no like hard barriers preventing you from being really good at this game, other than not putting the time into it, right? And that should be across the board what we want to see with other games as well. But with PCs, with consoles, they could be expensive. It could be tough to make an esports team if you're just trying to do it with your friends, because they might not be able to afford it in the first place. So that's why I love mobile in that retrospect. And it's also a really good game, obviously. It has really good graphics and all that kind of stuff. And it's obviously a global game. In North America is not as popular around the world compared to around the world, but it is, can't say it's not fun. So if you guys, I don't know. That wasn't really amending for you guys to do anything about it. I just wanted to let you know what the state of North America PUBG is, and the way I see it. I'm using a new camera. I've said I've been using a new camera for the last 4 streams, so I don't know if that's considered new anymore, but it is a fairly new camera. I'm trying to make sure it works. I have it in a new location. I'm using different internet. Still hooked up, obviously, hard lined in. It's very important. If you guys are streaming and you guys want a really good piece of advice, don't rely on Wi-Fi. It is a bad idea. You can if you're using just your phone, going to Online Arcade and going straight there. I think it's fine to do it that way. But if you're trying to do it through your computer, you have a lot of stuff going around, like my talking screen, or trying to get the Elgato to get the screen mirroring. All that kind of stuff kind of comes into play. So you gotta get some good Wi-Fi, and hopefully a good CPU computer, because it is tough without both of those things. I'm going to let you know. Otherwise, it gets really framey, or it kind of gets out of stream, and you don't want to be inconsistent that way. Makes it hard to watch. And I hope this isn't hard to watch. I hope the stream is being nice to you guys, not being framey or not being glitchy. But if it is, definitely let me know, and I can see if I can do anything about it. This is brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts, which it's not. It's not. That'd be cool, I think. I don't know. Would it be cool to have Dunkin' Donuts as a sponsor? I think it would be. I don't know why I really had to think about it. I think it would be cool to get big companies more involved. I think that's one thing that's hindering the North America side of it. Certainly viewership is something that hinders North America's side. That's just a given. But what comes first? Is like the chicken or the egg. Do you want to have sponsors come in first to kind of promote it to become big, and then get the fans to come around because they see, oh, this is big. I want to be a part of something bigger than who I am. Or do you have to get the fans in first, right? And then if they're interested, then the big sponsors will come in. Usually the latter usually is what happens first. But not to say that it can't happen the other way around. And I would love to get more big partnerships in. We've had big partnerships, for me anyway, on my size, because I'm not a big clan. We are, for North America, I'd say we're a big clan. But when it comes to the more global sense, we're not necessarily a big clan. And we did get sponsorships before, which is really great for the whole community in my eyes. Anything where we can get companies more involved with the community is perfect. I know there's a lot of details in there that makes a lot of sense to go through, but for the most part, that should be the goal of every clan, is to get involvement from every company that they think would be a good fit for them, and get them involved. Because otherwise you're doing not a disservice, I wouldn't say that, but otherwise it makes it hard for the community to grow that much faster. All right, we got Miramar next. You can see it on the top right. I'm going to get more live screen here. There it is. All right, ready? You guys ready to do this? Sorry if I'm not... Oh, I see it's Reen. Thank you for being here. It says, good stream. Great job. Thank you. Thank you, Reen. It means a lot to me that you're here. Let me know about that. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just give me a holler. I'm here to help. Just trying to give my 2 cents every now and then. But if you guys have like more pointed questions, down to answering those as best as my ability. I'm not perfect, obviously, but I think I got a good amount of knowledge in my head when it comes to PUBG Mobile. So right when this plane starts to take off, we'll know exactly what kind of flight trajectory it takes. Here it is. So we got it from coming from Camp Military, going all the way over to the Valley Del Mar. It has a lot of good places up there. The only place that's really not going to be taken at this very moment is going to be Los Leones and Impala. Everything else seems to be good to go, so that's pretty good. Obviously, Los Leones, the biggest city of them all, usually has 1 or 2 teams drop there, maybe even more than that. But this time it's not going to have that because it's too far. Otherwise, you might see some teams try to take a car and head in there. It makes a lot of sense to do that because it has a lot of loot, which we kind of saw from the last match. In Erangel, we saw at military base it was too far away for the plane line, but teams were trying to take a car and get over there. We saw multiple teams actually try and attempt that. So where are we going to go for first looks on teams? We're going to look at where the action is. Wherever these teams land, that is going to be our priority, especially if they're close together. You can already see EV has taken up Camp Military. They have that whole place in themselves. That has a lot of good loot there too. So I'm sure they're going to come out of there looking pretty good from a gun standpoint. We're going to go over to Team 20 now and Team 13 because they are close and they should have landed already. They did. We got 4E here. I know you guys still hear parachute sound. That'll go away. I don't know why it does that, but it is. It'll go away for sure. We do have 4E getting closer to Team 13. Let's see who Team 13 is at this moment. RSON. We didn't see much of RSON. We did see a little bit of them, but I think they got taken down fairly early, so they got to be... they probably think we need to get some kills. Hyllos staying alive there in the corner there. His teammate also getting shot at, but they're able to distribute the damage evenly and not get knocked. Because if they got knocked, that would have been a big problem. They're so close to the enemies, they would have probably made a push after it. Hassan and King there. Meanwhile, Stylish, and here is Havado. H-O-Vado. Here as well. Let's see Hassan and what he's using. He sees him peeking every now and then, takes shots with the with the Vector. The Vector's a good gun if you got the extended mag, and he does. Grenade gonna be thrown. Let's see where it gets. Is he trying to get it through the window there, or trying to get it a little farther? Ooh, good throw, but just off by a bit. You can see Stylish, I think, took some damage from it. But the way the grenade went, it wasn't going to knock him. Let's take a look around, make sure we don't miss anything else. We do have other teams close by. We can't just miss everything just so we can see that one team. Love to see how that one ends, but we do have another squad here. These two are kind of wrapping around, so I don't think this is exactly the type of battle we're expecting. We're going to move on to Team 24 too. VGs, I think they won it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they won the last match. I think they got a lot of kills too. In particular, they probably had the most kills actually. So they are definitely in the driver's seat on this particular match or scrim. So we'll see if how they play this time around. A lot of teams, what they like to do if they are leading the charge is play conservatively, just go for rank and see where that takes them. You know, they could possibly get some kills at the end, which gives them which can get them into a continuous good position. But teams that typically have first place, they probably put on the brakes just a tad, take less risks because they don't really have to. They can force other teams to try to take risks to overcome them, but them themselves don't have to. Here's MVP. Team 22's in front as well. Shinobi is there. Let's see if he's been spotted. He's behind the rock. He notices MVP. This is kind of a bad position for him. He's by himself. You might be able to surprise him. Get a knock here and there, which would be great. Oh, no. Yep, he's like, oh, they're on the left too? Never mind. I gotta go later. And let's see if this works, because the car might be heard. Let's see if he gets shot at. Surprisingly not. There it is. Shots are fired. He takes one hit. Car took a few. But it seems okay. I guess he's off in the PUBG God's good graces. Switching up to Team 16 still. As we see one player passing by another. Looks like Malta taking some damage. Could not get away. The bike is such a hard vehicle to get around teams with. They're just so exposed. There's Morik, who's really close. Venom has better health. We'll see if he can get this done, though. Yep, he's right there. He's going to get hit in the back as well. But he might want to finish it up himself, because why not? So he had no chance. Even if he possibly got a knock on Venom, he would have been taken out. Crossbows him. God, the disrespect here. And let's take a look at these other players. They're backing away. They've lost the... They lost any advantage that they might have had with numbers, and they are backing away. So I think that's a good idea. Alright. Looking around the map, I don't see anyone super close. We got 63 people left, so not a lot of activity yet. I'm expecting the end to be a lot of activity. The middle might still have something going on, but we got to see when the shift's over. The blue zone has to shift over before we possibly see some more close-knit battles. Even though Team 4 is right here next to another, so I could be wrong about that. It looks like Guapro is trying to leave, but Team 15 is going to be right there on the right, not taking shots though. So he's kind of cleared to continue his movement. He has teammates in front of him who are driving by, and EST has some spots on top of the building. I'm still surprised they haven't taken shots at him. Oh, there it is. Guapro is starting to get hit. He's going to drive back and forth, trying to make it hard for them to hit him. That should be fine. I think, though, this is a hard car to hit people with, and so he is good to continue. I'm surprised he didn't shoot at the bus first, though. That bus is not great to take damage, and it is slow. There's a kill here by Monte, or a knock here by Monte, and a revive occurring right now for it in Team Intense. But I guess whoever caused that knock, yeah, here's a box for it, they will get that kill. We got 4 kills now, so that must have been a squad wipe too. I wish I saw it. I don't know why it wasn't registering for me. Maybe I think their colors were just too close and I couldn't tell. But I wish I saw it. We're going to head back to Team 4. Team 14's on top of the hills. They might be looking down at the enemies. Again, this was the team that was driving out of the city that we were just witnessing. Let's see, yeah. So Spun has no scope on this gun. That's going to be so hard for long-range battles at Miramar. Miramar is a big map with a lot of open space. So doing things without a scope, you're really making it difficult. And there's the shots on the left there. Looks like both of them are starting to take shots. Wish, wow, good shots there. Wishmasher and Kavi are both knocked. One's actually got thirsted. Kavi's able to hide behind the wall here. Meanwhile, Guapro is going to move possibly over to heal his teammate. He probably doesn't want to leave him. He's probably just going to go for this. I'm surprised CRE is not making a big push. They need to do that. And they haven't quite yet. Maybe they are now. See there. Shots fired from Guapro. The smoke is finally occurring, but let's see if this works out. Getting shot, hit hard. He's just following the bullet line, hoping for extra hits in that smoke, but that smoke was certainly needed. Damage has been done, though. This is really bad looking for K4L. They can pull it out if miracles happen. Or just really good gameplay. We'll see. He sees Halo right there. Let's see if he takes shots. Oh, he was ready for him to peek that forward. He's getting crossfire pretty much from every angle, and that is it. I'm surprised K4L's not out. Another crossbow finish. What's up with the crossbow finishes? It's like, geez, the ultimate disrespect moment. We're going to head to Team 15 as apparently EST just lost Licao there. Licao? The cow? And PS was the cause of it. We'll see if Striker notices. White gets hit. Stays away from extra hit markers. Striker almost got that done. I don't know if Jay White was going to come out of the house. Maybe he was better off waiting for him to come out. But maybe Jay White was just wanting to loot that building as well. So I guess it was better off to shoot. Here's Marina. We have White, Flame, and Andrex looking at one particular player. Meanwhile, the rest of EST seems to be creeping their way across to them. They should honestly try to cross the street because I don't think they realize that they're here. But you also have PS here shooting, looking down. So if they do try to cross on the right there, they probably will notice them. Nice shot on the right there as Flame gets hit. So that will indicate that Darwix is on the right. They'll have a more wider scope of where to shoot now. They're not totally focused in now on Striker. Nice stream, says VG's Fred. Sup, says Blaze. Reen couldn't load in RIP, says Blaze. Unfortunate, man. Hopefully next match you will be able to. Alright, so right now we do have these two teams. I don't expect anyone to really make a push. They know where the enemies are. EST knows that there's enemies on the bottom and on top, so even if they get a knock on the bottom, the main worry then would be the top players who can shoot down at them if they try to make a push. So I don't expect EST to make that attempt unless they have a vehicle. They can do it quick, but even then would be a risky move. And PS, they're not really going to make a push. They could, because they have backup. But it doesn't seem like they're able to get these knocks in on EST. They seem to be shooting very well here. As you can see here, White gets knocked on the right, overly exposed himself. Lukaku's making a run for it. This could be a bad idea. We'll see if it works. It works out. I guess they did not paying attention at that very moment. And let him move around to the right. Uh-oh, Marina. Is Marina spotted? So close to it. Yep. There. Oh, I guess, yeah, Marina must be behind the crate. He sees the smoke. He's ready for him to push around. Waiting for Marina to come around. Get some extra shots. Marina cuts back to the left. And will hide again. Meanwhile, the teammates came back from the top and goes to the bottom on the right.
Why are we hackers?
Bye, noobs. Bye,
Forgot to turn off all chat. I always forget to turn off all chat. Sorry about that. I don't know what... Some of them are different language, so if they do say anything bad, I just don't know. And I don't want any curse words or anything on my stream generally, but I don't know how to say it.
You're not hackers, you're really bad, you do know that.
So it looks like they're saying English stuff, so... Looks like they're good so far. I think one of them was said they're calling us hackers, which is, you know, not uncommon in the world games of esports. But, yeah, that's always an interesting topic when it comes to PUBG Mobile, too. There are a lot of that going on, especially when it comes to Crew Challenge. No one is surprised by that at all. But with Scrim organizers, they try to limit that as much as possible, especially if they have evidence of it. Typically, they'll try to crack down and ban teams that use any hacks. Jay White is trying to cross the street now. Ooh, trying to angle this one. Jay White is still trying to angle it, but he was able to get away. Lukaku, all he had to do was move out of the right so he can heal now. He really wanted to get that knock in the open road. Jay White did an excellent job, though. It's definitely an aggressive move. You can see there Jay White was able to stay in the road and take a stand and shoot back, so he wanted to win the overarching battle. Ooh. Wow, great throw, actually, but Lukaku just wasn't there. That was really a good throw, though. So here's Jay White. He wants to cut up more. Shooting down at Darwix. He's trying to TPP. You can see on the bottom left. That's where he's looking. Ooh. Oh, good shot. Good. I mean, good throw. I didn't even hear the grenade being popped in the first place, so I didn't expect that myself. Striker gets knocked out. That is it for EST. He wanted to rotate to get his picked up player, or to pick up his player. That just did not happen, obviously. Puts an end to it. So PS, I really thought EST had their number. It looked like they had advantages a lot of the times. Uh-oh. He has... Oh, he's been spotted too. That was the worst. Pretty much the worst outcome for Magnific at this very moment. He's by himself. He wanted to get... He's trying to pre-fire that. Keep Flame in his place. Good shot. The AK is harder to handle than most guns with the recoil. He's trying to peek over. The wall was making an issue for him. Because if you're too close to the wall, sometimes the gun doesn't want to pop out, so you're shooting downward pretty much. You're just holding the gun here, and you're thinking you're shooting because you're looking over there, but it's not working. So that was a problem for him as he was trying to peek around the wall. What do we have here? It looks like Intense has an intense moment as his car was blown up. Snatch in particular is trying to stay behind the car. He did not blow up the tires, so he might be spotted from a tire perspective. If you go low enough, you might be able to spot him and get under the tires and shoot from under, but that might not be a problem. Uh-oh. Mortem is there too. Kai, let's see if you can see him and get a hit. Mortem is staying behind the hill, and I don't know if he really realizes how close he is from getting shot from this angle here. On his right, back right, he has an enemy. Good shots at Memo. And still not getting hit. Luckily, he's able to drive out. There's the hit. Starting to get really creamed here. The car's about to blow up. You gotta get out. Luckily, got out in time as that car was not gonna last much longer. He's gonna throw a smoke for himself. Why? Because he has enemies on his back. He's not covered too. So he's gonna hope that this smoke comes in quick enough where CRE is not gonna look and shoot at him, and that seems to have worked. That can only work for so long, obviously. Smokes don't last forever. But that's a good temporary attempt, and we'll see what he decides to do after that. Snatch, I should say, is still staying below the car line. He doesn't have an option, really. Where is he going to go? He can try to throw some smokes here and there. But overall, there's so much open. There's nowhere to run other than to stick where he is. I think he's hoping for his teammates to get some knocks. Maybe he'll make a push after that. But he's got a lot of open space before he can go and try and attempt a push at all. There's Mavi. Susie's trying to get these shots, but it is so tough with a bolt action weapon at this distance to actually line up a shot while they're moving so much. Throws me out before I land, says Itzreen. Oh, that's unfortunate. VGs are fighting Glory. I might have missed it. I'm sure I have in some format, but you know, that happens. I can't catch everything. We got NF here. It looks like Team 10 is near them. And NF has one player who's hurt badly, which is Copen. Shots on the car. They just want to make sure this car is not going to be used again. There's Elite. Let's see if Elite can get a spot on him. So all these teams obviously are trying to use their TPP view, but overly focusing on one side, not focusing on the other could be a problem. MVP in front and on the right with Warper there. Warper kind of blew his spot now. I think he should have waited to make sure he got a knock. Being the flanker is a key role. If you can really... Oh, John right there. BDS, Shinobi, all players on this team are shooting at you, and somehow you walk away. Definitely with a few scratches. Is he falling? Oh no, he's running. I'm like, is he falling right now? He's in FPP mode. You can change it to FPP and CPP. Typically, you don't see that unless you're in close quarter battles because it's easier to handle things in FPP with the hip firing. But some people like it, I guess, in general over TPP. So here's oh, I think he got the car stuck. No, he didn't. He's just backing up now. Shinobi is not knocked, but look at this. It looks like reload. Nice hits from Shinobi. Shinobi will take a kill there for himself. He's alone on this angle, but he gets the kill. Looks like Copen is still there, chilling, knocked. They want to get over to their teammate, but they can't risk it all just to make their way over. I think they're going to let their teammate die there, especially with these extra shots on the right. I'm not sure where they're coming from. Must be from here. Yeah, Saint gets knocked from all the way from Venom as he's trying to prone shoot. The prone shooting is great because you don't have as much recoil, so you can put on a harder scope than what you're normally able to handle on 2 feet. So this seems to be pretty good. I guess he's in the smoke back on the left of it. Heading over to Team 18. It seems like there's 2 teams here that are really close. Team Intense. Nice shots on Susie as he gets knocked. I think it must have been from Too Good, who has taken some damage as well. So Voss is seeming to try to get higher up, get a better angle on these enemies in front. He's got an 8 WM, so any hit would definitely be damaging. M5 here. We haven't seen them pretty much at all, as far as I know. Throwing grenades inside the building as they cook them and hope for a best hit. Nothing making contact, though. Intense Morton is there on the right. Will they spot him out? They want to go inside the building. There's the shots on the right. Mortem. I think that's just a little bit bad timing. I think he really thought that was the only option, is to do that. Good throw, especially if they're trying to hug the wall, but they weren't, so that just kind of prevents him from coming down. Mortem seeming to try to grab that box. The shots there on the bottom there. Salvant trying to go around. Mortem trying to hit him first, gets it knocked, could not hold himself back against everybody else as they were all here. They get the thirst as well. Oh, there's a player on Team 9 that is, I guess Savas got the extra player there on Team 8. Intense seems to have only 2 players left. And I think they're opting to say, yeah, we're getting out of here. This is no longer a battle we want to be a part of. And they're gone. Alright, where do we want to head to next? I don't know. Team 19? What are you guys doing? You guys are farthest away from zone. It looks like they got some kills here. They actually have 1 kill total, but there's a lot of boxes here. So, not sure how that all played out, but they'll grab the loot, I guess. 4E, as everybody except for, I'm going to go with Kian, alive. He is very edge of zone. I bet he's just going to go in edge of zone for the remainder of the game. Not trying to go into the center, trying to stay safe as possible. Not to say that playing edge of zone is always the safest. You know, technically, from a vacuum standpoint, it should be, because you're away from any other team, that mostly as far away as you possibly can imagine from other teams that are in the next zone. But at the same time, a lot of other teams are probably thinking the same thing, trying to stay on the edge of zone, so maybe they'll push that particular player. But who knows? We'll see. So there's a knocked player out there, and I think it was caused by that. Looks like grenades or mollies are thrown in their direction. It's going to be tough to get the revive in. And his teammates are on the other end. So we got Mordex, Savas, and Trox here. Or Triox? Tyrox, I think that's how it is. Or Tyrox. I'm terrible with names, so you gotta let me know if I get it wrong. So we got Suzu here. There's Team 20 behind him. I don't know if he realizes that. Typically, when you cut into zone, you're not really thinking behind you too much, because you're thinking, I already covered that. There's nobody there. But this is a whole different case. Suzu is going to get pushed by Kian right now. It's going to be a 1v1. I guess they hear each other now, so it's pretty even. Kian has a little bit of a disadvantage due to positioning. Having the higher hill is better. He's going to try to make his way up first. Shooting next and gets the hit with the AK. That gun choice was certainly a better one. The AK is great for short range like that. Could hip fire as well to work well. No, shot in the firing distance. Kian needs to get over to the wall cliff, hoping to make it more to the right. Wow, survives. Wow, Kian was really open for gunshots. Luckily, does not get knocked from MVP. And that is a saving grace, because that's the only player left on that team. Heading over to our XT players. We have I believe that is Haddix and Uchiha moving in. So like Sasuke, Uchiha, the Uchiha clan. Or RXT. Whoa, wait. No, I can't go over. They're all dead. No, Team 10 got some kills for MVP. Oh, Newcomb has killed himself. But he would have just got picked up after. But they got some kills here. I wish I saw it, man. I was trying to reach over. But the blue zone's going to push in, so they're going to have to push in themselves. Got Saint trying to survive, gets knocked as a car passes by. Shots in the car as well as Addix is getting shot. This car is about to blow. He wants to just keep going. Oh, stops it here. Doesn't work out. Gotta go prone. Goes crouched instead. I guess that's good enough. The health is looking pretty bad. Look at all the teammates that he just got that just got knocked. It is going to be really tough for Hyllos in this one. He does have zone, so I guess that's one thing positive for him. Oh, good hit there too. Goes straight to prone because he does not want to get hit again. Trying to throw a grenade to Hyllos. Troy is making a push. He knows he's been hit once, so he's going for the heal first. That leaves him time to get this attempt here. Mordex gets knocked. Hyllos is not going for the thirst. Very good idea because he has the other player right on his right. Not enough though. He gets crossfired actually from the rest of Savas as well. So I think that was a really great attempt from Hyllos there. Wow, look at all the smokes. They threw 4 smokes just for this one spot here. And they might all be paying off. MVP's on top of the hill. And they're trying to shoot through the smoke. One wouldn't have been great, actually. Here's Warper trying to drive it on through. All the way. He has a teammate next to him. Here that grows a great weapon in these situations to have. Amin is on the right. Meanwhile, the rest of MVP's in the building. Shots on Amin, gets the knock. Great work, needed that to happen. Nuke is next on the list. We'll see. Savas is trying to hit him, but couldn't get a single dime on it. There's the hit, the jump shot, and the view. Thirsts him out as well. Grenade being thrown does not get cooked enough as Savas is able to at least walk a little bit away from it. And you also have Mag who's knocked too, so Warper is the only one not knocked or thirsted in this game for the team. So MVP, we'll see what Warper can do. He's trying to get all the way to his teammate, get that revive in play. Trox is here with an enemy in front of him by the rock. But Savas puts a thirst to that. MVP looked great just 5 seconds ago. And things have changed quite a lot in that time period. Savas creeping in. Warper ready for him, shoots early, pre-firing that one. Warper not getting hit at all by Savas as he tries to return the favor. Let's see what Savas is doing. He's getting a different angle. He seems to be the more aggressive type. Let's see if that's the case. One's knocked inside as they both creep into the building. Warper on the top right. Getting hit hard, gets knocked by Savas. And that is going to be actually an instant kill. So great work for M5. As I said before, I didn't think I saw a lot of M5 in the first match, but this one, they've been incredible. 10 kills already. And there's still a lot of players left in this game as we're trying to see what's happening on this side. We got BIT, this mixture of a team going up against Glory. Let's see what Glory's spot looks like. They're pretty distant from each other, warehouse to warehouse. And even beyond that, you can see criminals behind the hay bales. So certainly trying to get as much cover between the two teams. They also are trying to get into zone, which they have. So that's why they move so far back to the right. Oh, that was a good spot though. Good flank maneuver, but you can't get spotted out like that. If you are going to take shots, you can't get knocked like this. Why? Because look at this now. He has to get revived somehow, some way from this long distance. And the blue zone is also closing in. And he gets thirsted too. So that was just a troubling position to get knocked from. As a flanker, you really have to make an extra effort not to get knocked. Look at this. They're in the blue zone. The zone should be hurting a lot, by the way. So they're trying to make smokes because they know that they'll be spotted regardless. And they did get spotted there. One shot. There it is. That is it for the whole thing. He wanted to take that kill too, by the way. I noticed that. He tried to steal a kill right there. Totally fine to do, by the way. Just wanted to point it out. CRE, they have zone. They're in the middle of it. And they're staying behind the car protecting them and the hay protecting them. Venom, oh, he's getting hit under the car, I think. He was hoping that this car would give him protection, but like that one hit should question his positioning there. He tries to back up just even more. Let's see if that works out. Here, Tyrox, throwing some smokes more towards center zone, trying to run in, because otherwise they don't have a vehicle. This is the only option. Throw smokes for a pathway in. They have no one else on their backside, so they can do this. And Team 14 probably going to be the worst team for them, as they're pretty open to it. Oh my god. I was going to say, how long is this going to last? The piece was not going to last much longer, but T-Rox gets stays alive behind the hay bale. Savas, can't say for him that's going to be the same. He gets thirsted just as fast by Venom. Criminal getting knocked on Glory. Trying to go for the thirst, he does. Well done from Santach. From Santach, yes, Santach. Susie, trying to car 98. Can you see him? Yeah, he got a piece there. Just a foot, and you can see that took some health down. There's a foot still under that car. She can still work this angle. I think that was an unintended quick firing, quick scope there. But the shots on the right still causing havoc, and you can see there. Alti, I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh. The blue zone was overrunning his position. He needed to find a way in. He got a good hit there, got a knock, but still, that was not enough for him to make a return into the zone. So right now, it looks like Susie's in a bad spot, needs to get around. So is Sentachi, or Sentach needs to cut around as well. The buggy, they're probably going to try to take that last minute. Team 14's in the best position. They got zone. And you can also see here, Tyrox is looking at Team 8. And he really should be focusing on teams that are inside. Because if he wants to get in zone as well, that should be his main focus. So he has a pan out. I think he's thinking, I'm just going to run and hope that this pan protects me in some form or fashion. That's not going to very much last, but yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I thought that's what he's going to try. He is stuck here. He needs to try to start crawling. Honestly, I know it's hard to crawl in this. It's not a lot of grass, but he needs to do something like that, or else, you know, if he tries to run it, he's going to be dead in the water here. I guess he's hoping that other teams will get knocked out before this blue zone starts to close. All these teams are definitely being conservative. You can see here the smokes are being thrown so he can make it in. On that right side is not going to be in zone though. So he can creep in every now and then, but he's not going to be in zone. So far so good. He gets to the tractor. So he has a little bit of breathing room from the blue zone. You can see here it's closing real quick. Especially from his angle where he's farthest away from the new zone. Venom gets hit in the back. That gives a perfect timing now for Tyrox. And he has second place for sure now. So this is wonderful for him. I'm trying to creep forward. There we go. So actually well done. I'm always questioning my advice here. Every time I thought something was better, these teams keep showing me off. But it still seems to be a bad position. Tyrox needs to heal. He's not going to have time. That is it for the game. Well done for the winning team. I actually don't know who won. I was just focused on Tyrox there. But it is Intense who wins it. I think Intense got second place in the last match. Definitely question me if I'm wrong with that. But I think they did. But they got a lot of kills here. 6 for Susie, 3 for Santach, Mortem with 2, and 1 for Nicolay. That's a team total of, what do we have here? 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 kills. So double digits, first place. Good numbers there. We do also have M5. We saw a lot of M5 actually in this particular match, and it's not surprising with all the kills they got. 5 for Savas, 4 for Tyrox, 1 apiece for Mordex, and I'm going to go with Satavan. That's a team total there of 11. So another double digit and really good placement. CRE with everyone getting 2 kills. I love that number. Consistency is the key word there with 2, 4, 6, 8 kills. We got Glory with 2, 3, 4, 5 kills. Well done. We got DM here with 2 kills total. That's coming off from Catastrophe. MVP. We saw a lot of MVP too. 6 kills for them, so good numbers there. RXT with 2 kills from Danny. NF comes in with 0. 4E with 5 kills. EV with 1 kill. G2A with 1 kill. BDS with 2 kills. VGs, who won the last match, by the way, with a lot of kills. They come in first place with 13th place, so they're definitely opening up the door for everybody else to cut in. PS with 4 for White, team total of 6. K4L with 0. EST with 0. 7S with 0. And RSON with 0 there. So good job from Intense, good job from M5 and CRE for this particular match, getting the top 3. I think we got 1 more match coming up. If we have 4, let me see. I'm pretty sure we have 3. You are in so good. Yeah, I'm in perfect. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about this event, you guys can ask me. You can DM me. I can send you guys the link in Discord of how to register for this event. It is their Discord that is prevalent for this. Naked Esports is not hosting this one. I'm just streaming it for them. But if you guys want to join in on any scrims at all, I would definitely suggest going to ours and theirs, because we both host really great scrims. Let me take a look. I'm trying to figure out how many more matches. Are we going to have one more match, or are we going to have 2 more matches? I'm also going to play some music. Let's see. And yep.
Searching for music for your next
This
video?
is too loud. Why is it
Then
always
you
like
need
blasting?
to check out our list. With amazing new music added
It's like,
daily,
every
and
time I
one
play it,
single light.
it's like blasting everything. Oh, okay. Once this thing is bugging. Give me a moment here. Okay, there we go. I like this song so far. VGs and Intents are the best in this lobby, says UW123 LMO. Good. VGs and Intents both won a match so far, so it's not out of the realm of impossible for them to be the best one so far in this lobby. Thank you for the follow, by the way. And thank you, OT Pemi. Thank you for the follow. Madrim Muzz, thank you for the follow. And that is so far it from that point of view. If you guys are following me on YouTube and Omelet, thank you. Sometimes I don't see that, and sometimes I do. But if you guys do, I do appreciate it regardless. If you guys do enjoy, make sure to give a follow and subscribe because, well, I want you guys to enjoy my content. As long as you do, you should follow and subscribe so you know when I stream next time. We also post highlight videos on YouTube. Definitely suggest you guys taking a look at that because it's really cool stuff, in my eyes, anyway. Alright, let me see. Trying to see the answer for the number of matches in this scrim here tonight. I can't find the number. It says its mode is TPP. Oh yeah, 3. Okay, okay. So we got 3 maps: Erangel, Miramar, Vikendi. So the next one's gonna be Vikendi. I'm probably got some invites that I did not pay attention to. I gotta keep an eye on this screen. I wish it would give me like a pop-up notification. I thought it used to do that, didn't it? Whenever somebody invited you to like your group or your room, it would give like a little noti. I don't hear it anymore. Let me write to him. All right. OP Connor says Glory bad. Glory says Criminal Gaming. And Fighter says Glory. So a lot of Glory. But OP Connor seems to be the one that does not think they're a good team. Which you have your own opinion. I don't know much about Glory. I haven't seen them compete other than this very scrim. And it seems to me that they did pretty well so far. They've survived pretty long, if I'm not mistaken. No, obviously haven't gotten a first place yet, but they might have gotten a top 3. I could be wrong about that too. But apparently they survived. Someone said that Glory was fighting VGs, and VGs apparently did not win that battle because they died pretty early in this one. So, I mean, that's a signal of something. Not saying they're as good or better, just saying something. So this is just constant. Like, I'm ready to go to battle. I like this music. I'm trying out a new playlist. This is a new music playlist, so every song is kind of new to me. I don't know. Give it a shot. I still feel like... Oh, okay. Let me see. No, I see in room, send you code. Okay. Yeah, that'll work better. Let's just do that. Sometimes I miss the notification to get me in the room. Alright, I'm in the room. Remember guys, this is a closed room, so if you guys want to compete in this, you have to register your team in their Discord. This is the Hyllos Scrim, so that's in their Discord server. If you have any questions on how to get there, actually what I'll do is copy and paste it into the chat so you guys know exactly where to go for this one. Definitely suggest you guys take a look at it. It is a cool place where a lot of PUBG mobile players get together. They kind of talk about the game and also obviously register for events like this one. So you guys saw a big shake, sorry. But yeah, if you guys want to join it, you guys certainly can. And I'm just going to post that for you guys. Remember, I'm on stream delay, so if you see that Discord link way up there on the list, it's like, why is it up there? You just posted it now. Now, I'm on a delay, so like anything you guys write, I will get back to you guys eventually. I'll try to do it as fast as I can possibly do it. Right when I see it, I'll shout you guys out and answer if you have a question. But it will be a while because to get back to you guys, it's a few minutes. I have a 5-minute delay. That's to ensure that nobody stream snipes off of my screen. So whatever I see as a bird's eye in the sky, we don't want all the teams that are competing to use that same information to better off their gameplay. It should be based on what you see on your own screen. No hacks, no stream sniping, and such like that. So yeah, that's generally it. I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm not sure what time it is for you guys. For me, it is 3:30. As I said before, I did mention this earlier in the stream in between matches. I'm not used to doing midday streams. Usually, I start around 8 or 7:30 for my particular scrims that I host, and it's more of a nighttime thing, and that's my routine every week, multiple times a week. And this time it's a midday thing. As I said, it's 3:30, so really we have the rest of the day. For me, it's still sun's out. So I'm in New York. I live in the United States. Born and raised in New York as well. Well, actually born in Connecticut, but raised in New York. And yeah, I mean, that's my history. I started playing PUBG 2 years ago, made a clan. We were first a comp team, and then we started creating our own scrimmages. I guess still 2 years ago. We pretty much started with scrim organizing and comp at the same time, and we haven't stopped doing it every week. If you guys want to see more about that for NA, we host probably some of the best scrims you've ever seen. So definitely suggest taking a look at our Naked Esports one. If you have any questions where to find it, go to the description, go to the About page. You'll find it very easily there. This one that says Discord, click it, you'll be good to go. The other thing is, if you don't have a Discord account, I can't stress this enough, it's like Twitter for gaming. You should. Like, it's like it should be a base requirement. By the way, I don't know when this, let's see when this one starts because I forgot to turn off all chat. It hasn't been a problem, which is kind of nice. Because sometimes you can have some people in the room. It's going to start at 36. We got 3 minutes. I'm not gonna change anything. I don't want anything to happen. But sometimes you have some like really toxic people when they are on all chat, not knowing that they're on all chat, which is something, it's a separate issue. I always say it's my fault not to have all chat off because I forget to turn it off and they have no idea they're being streamed. But with this one, everyone's so nice. As far as I heard, I think one person said like, oh, they thought we were hacking, which is like a funny thing. So it's not like a mean thing to say, but it's really nice to have that. A really great community. I can't stress that enough about PUBG Mobile. And I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves at home watching. If you guys want to be a part of it, you certainly can. You can even talk to some of the players in here. I think a lot of them, probably most of them, if not all of them, are open to discuss whatever you guys want to talk about because they want to grow the community as much as me and much as anybody else who are in it. So yeah, definitely cannot suggest more about joining the Discord. 49 people. I don't know how many did we have last time? I think it was like 70. I think we still have time. We still have 2 minutes before we begin, so we'll see. But if this is something you guys enjoy, if you guys want me to continue to do midday scrims as well, keep me posted on that. I'm not sure whether I am going to continue this. I am certainly enjoying myself, but I'm not usually available in the afternoons, as my personal life has other engagements usually with work and such. But I might be able to make an exception for a weekend like this. So if you guys like this content, keep me posted on it. I've said a lot, so I don't know if I'm rambling too much for you guys. I don't think so. Why isn't it just continuing to my next song? I have a playlist here, but it's not doing it. Let's see. I think I played this one already. Let me go to another one.
Looking for the best music for your videos?
No, I already have it. This one's going to be it.
Check out Hyllos.
Okay. Advertisements. How's the stream, by the way? Is it glitchy? Are you having a hard time with frames? I do want to make sure this is a smooth experience for everybody. If it's not worth, well, it's worth fixing, but it's not worth continuing. I mean, obviously I would continue to stream, but I would try to fix it in a way to make it perfect. I'm also thinking about a different camera setup. Right now I have this camera on a tripod, and I don't know, I might want the camera lower, maybe, like, since I'm oftentimes when I'm doing the phone here, I'm looking down, right? So I think I want it at the same eye level, so maybe the camera on the bottom end. I think that might work best. To us, it is 21:37. Oh, you go by army time, huh? So it is. I'm sorry, I usually don't go by army time. This is a weakness of mine. What time is that then? Like 10? I feel like I'm wrong. I just took a big guess. What time? That's not 10. That's like 8, right? 9? 9:30? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 9:30. Right? Yeah, we go by, I don't know. I know that's army time. And that's more global. I know everyone uses that, except for United States. We're weird like that. But we go by PM and AM, I guess, on our end. Thank you, Fred. I'm just a dumb person. I'm dumb. I feel like that was like a kid moment right there. You know? Like a kid is looking at a clock, is like, what's that? Well, the big hand goes up here. That's the minute hand. And the small hand, that's the hour hand. Like, that's what I felt like just happened right now. Yeah. You guys gotta accept all of me. You can accept all of me or accept none of me. Let me turn something on. I'll be right back. I know we're starting, so I won't be gone for long. Stay right there. I'll be right back. Alright, I just turned off my air conditioner. I was getting cold. I don't know if that's better for the audio, actually. That could have been. Because that was pretty loud, actually. I was thinking about turning off the AC when I started streaming. And then now I just started feeling cold. Like, oh yeah, I still have the AC on. It's getting nice and warm out. I don't know about you guys, where you guys are. It is beautiful outside in New York. I'm glad it's like this. It's not too hot yet. Subways will be nasty then. Well, no one's really taking the subways either. I hope everyone's being safe, by the way. Globally, I know this is a global epidemic, so wherever you are, be safe. Always stay 6 feet away, or at least as much as possible. Keep your family safe by not going out and risking it all just to do things. Sometimes you have to do things, obviously, but try not to take too many risks. All right. This is the last match. And it is Vikindi, my favorite map out of all. I think on a competitive side, it's not my favorite map, but just from a holistic standpoint of what a map should be, I think it represents what I like the most. And so, here we go. A lot of teams are jumping early right now. They might head to Dino, they might head to Muvatra. I can see they're heading up north pretty much. Nobody seems to be heading to Winery, and Winery has a lot of good loot in my eyes, and nobody is taking it. Maybe everyone thought it was going to be a hot drop. which is interesting. This is something I always mention, not always, but I mention often. Look at this playing line. On the right, where it's shortest. So this playing line is shortest on the right side of it, right? What I mean is there's a lot of open space on the left, not a lot of on the right. A lot of teams, what they'll do is not go to the short side immediately. So winery shouldn't be taken. That is because people have this mentality of not going right there. They feel like it's going to be a hot place because it is right there in the beginning. It is just too good to be true kind of feeling. So if you want to play it safe, you should go to the short side and drop it immediately as you can. If you're able to drop immediately and get that stuff, you should do it. All right, so Team 11, Glory, unless you're trying to be getting kills, and don't do it. Intense seems to be taking shots. I'm not sure where, because VG's on the far side. Team 11 is up there. So it looks like Alti took some hits. He's got a pan. That's all he needs. He only needs a pan. Go for that. He's got a gas tank, too. He's crossing over now. He still doesn't have a gun. It looks like Uzi work for PDO. Got a PDO? Or Pity. We got a lot. Sorry about the notifications. I think I got to turn off my notifications here. Let's do that. That will work. All right. So what do we have now? So they're still close, but there's a lot of buildings in between. So I'm going to keep an eye on everything. Let's see if there's any other overlapping areas where teams might start battling it out. This seems to be the most overlap. We're going to stick around here for now. Sentach. Ooh, nice hit there. And you can see here, they feel like it's a good idea to move now forward with that knock. Just at least creep forward closer, if not all the way. Because if you creep all the way and they're going to get that revive, then that would be a little bit of a mistake. But right now, I mean, it would be a true 1v1 on this angle if Sentachi went right for it straight on right now. But he's not doing that. What he's doing is trying to get into a position where if they get another knock after, he'll be quick to make a push forward. He doesn't know that he hasn't been revived yet. And that is understandable, because there was a lot of time in between him getting to that point and now. So Glory does get that revive first and foremost, and all of Intense got to the positions that they like to get to, for the most part. See one player, oh, let's see if they throw a molly inside. Does it make contact? No, it doesn't. No one's in that room. Nice shots on the left there as Criminal gets knocked. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he makes a push now. Yep, he does go for it. Glory will take a look at one player in particular. Yeah, he's badly damaged. He has a shotgun, hoping for that to make contact. One shot could do it in. Oh, good try though. The shotgun can be perfect in that scenario, but he needs to be extra precisive. He needs better precision than the enemy, because one shot could get all the damage you needed. But it didn't work out, because Intense is an intense team that gets a lot of kills. Where are we going next? One team is already driving in. Look at this zone, actually. Can we just recognize how crazy this zone is? This is great, because I do feel like that's one of the weaknesses of Ikindi, is that the zone does not go small quick enough. So this is going to create a very small zone very quickly. Even the next zone after could be even smaller than normal, because skill could be a part of that water. So I like this. I like this a lot. It's going to force a lot of teams to kind of rotate quicker. And I feel like that's a weakness that Ikindi doesn't usually have, because the zone usually doesn't go over the water like this that big. It could never end in the water, and there is no island out there. I wish there was an island, to be honest, because then there's a chance for it to end out in the water. But like over here on the right, that would have been cool. I know it's very bad usually for a scrim to do that, because it's really unrealistic, and it creates more of a luck factor. But from a content perspective, I love the idea of something really crazy and unique happening. Going to Team 24 quickly. Good, I made it in time. A knock on there. VGs are out. we got here in time. I'm gonna call it in time. We're good. But the revives are occurring right now. RXT wins it against the VGs. I was telling you guys before, VGs were doing great. They had first place in the first match, had the most kills in the first match. They didn't do so well in the second match, but you felt like there was gonna be a reoccurrence there, as they probably felt motivated to do better. Not this time though. They are knocked out, and they're not gonna win this scrim at all. This is the last match, so it would be literally impossible. All right, we got G2A, an N1 Magician, or Magic Man. I like it, Magic Man. Is El Diablo here as well? Oh, okay. Magician, Magic Man? Just gonna let that one go, huh? Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so surrounded right now. I feel scared for him right now. He moves out. He's like, peace. Oh, he stays in the house though. He is definitely being heard as he's moving around. And they probably are making his way over to him. Molly's going to be thrown. It's going to be off though, yeah. This is going to keep him in that room, but it's not going to get him at all with that. So shots in the distance there. I see a knock. Let's take a look at why Andrex is here. Jay White and Marina are downed. Possibly caused by Team 8 with Intense. Intense has been crazy. They've already gotten a squad wipe, and they're already going for their second round. Andrex trying to hit him with Susie trying to do the work. There's an enemy right there with Flame. Good shots first. Wow, I thought Susie was actually going to get hit first, but no. 4x scope with the G-gun. Seems to be doing fantastic. The G-gun's going to be hard to handle with a 4x scope, but right now, Susie's doing a great job with that. No issue at all. We got White here going for the rotation, trying to use the smoke, but Suntouch was there to put an end to him. And this is going to be Thirst's round. Andrex is the only one able to do anything. Good. Needed something to happen, and finally we got PS getting a knock across the way. But that doesn't mean it's over. It still has a disadvantage. It's a 1v3, pretty much. Can he get Susie? Can he get Nicolay? Oh, just hammer it anytime he peeks that window. You do not want to peek the same window twice. I know it's comfortable to do that. You feel like you know the room formation of that window now, so you want to continue using the same window, but you got to go against that feeling because now they know where you're shooting from. All they have to do is pay attention to that window, and you're going to be hit. And that's exactly what happened here. Andrex needs to heal now. He only has bandages, apparently, and it's going to take a while already the team is coming up. So he's got to get his gun out ready. Not quick enough as Susie comes up. Susie has been excellent in this scrim, and it really shows with that particular moment. Getting a lot of knocks there. Heading over to Team 18. Not toxic, but they are, says VGs. Well, maybe it's internally. Maybe outside of the stream, outside of at least all chat, I haven't noticed it. And obviously, I'm not really a part of the community across regions, so I'm not claiming. But I do want to say, so far, you guys are playing very well, and anything on all chat that has broadcasted out has been very nice so far. But I'm sure there is always some level of toxicity in any community. We got MVP, Warper Mag, Ammon, and Nuke inside the buildings here. Meanwhile, Team 18 with G2A very close by on top of the cliff. They might be kind of taking a look here. Rikai already looking down. I'm wondering if he's going to try to take a rooftop. He probably hears them. Yeah, he definitely hears one, if not more. Oh, he just peeked away from Mag, who poked too far out there. But it seems to be okay now. Mag's going to peek again. He has a Groza. Groza's great. I love Groza for medium, even long range. If you have a good handle of recoil, it's not that crazy, and it's a 7 ammo weapon, so it's going to do some damage. It's going to shred. Close range, mid range is probably where it's best at. And no, Mag gets knocked out because of the G gun again. So Mag needs to get revived. Ammon and Warper, I think they're still peeking, seeing if they can get him by when they push. Rakai and two. Oh, they already got the knock on the right side? No, Nuke is there as well. So Nuke backed away, which is a good idea, I think. Now they can kind of focus them here. Mag is getting revived. Good thing. Veto What are you going to do here? So Veto, I think, is holding the team on the right. Holding them down, making sure that they don't pass through in between the buildings. And then you have Nuke here. Nuke is certainly the flanker, but he has already been spotted in one way or another. I'm wondering if they know Nuke is particularly behind the wall here. Shots at Veto, but Veto does not get hit. Just gave him a little bit of a haircut now. I don't know if you guys' barbershop is open, but apparently Nuke felt like it was a good thing to do. All right. Still, this is the two teams that are closest together. But it does seem like MVP is trying to back away. You can already tell Nuke is trying to head around, wants to get away as well, but there's not really an option for him to do that. It looks like Veto is also rotating on the right, being an extra flanker. Nuke is looking at it saying, oh boy, this is bad for me. Trying to hit him first, but he's going to stop there. He's got to move. He's got to get to a different spot. He's already stuck here. Nuke, if you make it through this, that would be very impressive. He has enemies on his right, not shooting yet. Nuke is not getting shot in the back either, which is pretty awesome there. He makes it around. I'm very surprised by that. Like, how did you get away from Veto? Veto should have been able to see Nuke, but he didn't. I guess he didn't really understand exactly where Nuke was going to be because he was open, way open in that. It was a great rotation, but you got to finish up. Oh, wait, how did this happen? Okay, so MVP Nuke has teammates who are getting hit by a whole third party. CRM, Team 18 still on the backside. He's got to be careful with his 6, but he's got more preoccupied. He's been more preoccupied now with the oncoming CRE. Trying to hit him with the recoil holding M4. There we go. But oh man, he is stuck here. Team 18 actually no longer is, well, kind of behind him. But I don't expect them to really push anymore. I think they want to rotate around now. But Warper is knocked. All of his teammates have been killed. So shot there. Nice hit on Venom. Peeking. Goes right back down to the prone. Took a hit again, though. Good hit, though, across. He gets knocked that way. So 2 hits in a row. Venom putting the heels on. Smoke was thrown forward so they can make a push forward. Nuke is doing a great job. Oh, that's terrible. I mean, not bad for Nuke. I mean, you have to do what you got to do. But he is hurting now, and that just gives it easy push time for CRE to go where they want to go, and that's to the left of him. He's also been in the same spot for way too long. All they are focused on is that one particular place. And finally he moves, but look at this, they're already around him. Oh, the hits on him, trying to drop shot. Nuke, good try, but that is a tough move there. Now, obviously, there's some things you could have done in hindsight, but that's all in hindsight. It's hard because you see the team coming at you. What are you going to do? You try to back away. You might not have time, so you try to hold your ground. That's exactly what he tried to do right here at this very moment, but he couldn't do it. Every time he peeked, he got hit because his position was a bit obvious. Team 18 is right there next to him now, so the third party. Well, technically now just a regular party because there's no third party to be a third of, but he's kind of third party. Ooh, nice hits on Rakai there. I thought he had to jump on him, but I think he was hiding behind the wall well enough. Too good. Nice, got crossfired. Gonna get thirsted too, and he's gonna go for the revive. The rest of the team for CRE is not close. I'm surprised he made that big push like that. I think he was better off waiting. You can see this long Hail Mary grenade. That was actually a great grenade if they were going for the loot box, but they did not do it. So you don't want to go off on your own like that unless you're doing a flank maneuver where then you become secondary. So you're not the main front. So like that's typically what teams will do if they do have a flanker who is away from the rest of their team. Most teams, what they try to do anyway, if they're really good at teamwork, is stay together and kind of push forward and try to take them out with just pure numbers. But there's often times where it makes a lot of sense to have a flanker. Now that was just one person pushing forward. That's not a flank maneuver. I think if he could play that one back and think, I should have done that differently, I think his thought process should have been, don't go for the bush. I got a knock. I'm happy with that. I'm going to wait for teammates to come around. Maybe I'll throw some stuff over to see if I can get an extra knock. But yeah, that should have been his mindset there. CRE has pushed back away. Team 9, do they have enemies near them? They do. Oh man, I can't believe I'm missing this. They do have enemies here. Let's see how this is playing out. 7S is right there, getting the revives right now. It looks like Savas, he's trying to get the thirst on Savas, doesn't quite get it. Satavan is cutting in. Or, yeah, Satavan. Right there. Goes for the thirst first, but that might have been a mistake. Yeah, oh, wow, gets the second one. Gets the other gun out, going for the extra thirst there too. Wow, great work. He's got extra people on the right, though. He's got to move. Got to get harder coverage than that. He just didn't know that there was more. It doesn't matter. He has his teammate that can take care of the rest, Mordex. And there's the revives here for Tyrox as well. So it looked kind of bleak here for Savas at the moment, but he gets revived. And it looks like Satavan needs a revive as well. They have a lot of boxes to grab some loot, and nobody's over there to prevent them from doing that. Heading back over to Team 18 and Team 14. This has been an ongoing battle now. Looks like they're just going to grab these loot boxes as they see. Oh, he has an M249. Oh, there's smoke here apparently that is in and out for me. That's odd. It's like if I move the camera in a certain way, there's smoke, and then when I move it a certain other way, there is no... Why are you trying to drive that? I guess he didn't realize that there's no tire in the front. Because, alright, so the tire situation. Not the entire situation. The tire situation is whatever tire is taking out on the engine side of the vehicle, that will make it slower. So for that particular car, the engine's in front. If you take a tire out in front, it'll go really slow. The buggy, though, has the engine on the back. If you take a tire out on the back, it'll go really slow. Take a tire in front for the buggy, it's fine. You can move pretty fast. Pretty much the same speed, actually. Same thing with a bike. Same thing with any vehicle. All right. G2A too good. Looking over it to CRE. So obviously too good and the rest of his team, they don't have the greatest positioning. They don't have hard cover. They do have a few. They have rocks. They have trees. But that is not as good compared to what CRE has. They can look around from many different angles, which makes it really hard for Too Good and the rest of his squad to kind of take a look at it at all positions. You can already see here where Kai tried to just move forward, and he got knocked out doing so. Ooh. Oh, he is just missing him. He is right there. And I think he just kind of gave him some shots next to his ears, and that's it. So, see, he's not the only one left, but he is the only one closest to Rakai at this very moment to get that revive. He needs smokes. Do you have any is the question. He needs to throw them. He should throw them. Makes a lot of sense, too. Molly, yeah, that's burning him up. That is it for him. Might not have made a difference, I guess, in the whole scheme of things. So, G2A stuck. You can see here, mid-game has been crazy for a lot of teams.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Why no push, bro? Why no push? Fucking piece of shit.
Oh, we got toxicity. Sorry about that, guys. I was just saying, too, I was giving him such the nicest compliments.
Go play Minecraft, bro.
Go play Minecraft. I was just giving them the nicest compliments, how non-toxic the alt chat has been. Apparently, I should have said that never in this stream. It's only one person, and they have no idea they were on all chat, so I don't blame them. But honestly, there's no real good reason to be toxic, ever. Anytime. Looks like Too Good trying to rotate in. The blue zone's overrunning. He's trying to heal behind there, and Spun knows it. Yeah, that's all he needed to do. Well done. Good shots from Spun. He's going right back because he knows no one's going to get the revive there. He's in the blue zone. He's stuck out there. Why go for the thirst unless he thought maybe another team was going to try to steal it? But he doesn't have to worry about that. Veto, he's going to have to rotate in. He knows he's the only one left. He can't get that revive. So he's just going to probably continue forward, going to the buildings in front of him now. So he has zone next at least, and trying to figure out his next game plan there. We have Team 8. Let's take a look. There's Team 9 in front across the street. And there's an extra shot on him. I think one hit, but not bad there. Oh, there's a knock on the left side here. Susie's getting revived by Nicolay. Sadavon is knocked as well. He needs to get picked up. His teammates are a bit far back. Or his teammates are on the right. And almost takes out Savas. Look at his health. He can't even see a white line there. Now he's got 75%. We got NF on that left side. Susie apparently knows it. Is certainly faced in that direction. Let's see if she can spot them out. They're really far away. You can't even see them on the mini-map until you kind of zoom in on that. Team 23 RXT has all their players alive, 4 kills, so apparently some sort of squad wipe possibly that they've had already. They did lose for M5 here. They lost Sadavan. They have Tyrox, they have Mordex, and they have Savas. Trying to shoot over. Really great handles on the recoil. I've been noticing that from a lot of these players. A lot of great handling, even with big scopes like a 4x or a 6x. They've been doing a pretty excellent job handling it. Trying to spray a long range that way. Heading to Team 22, this is the other team. Hasn't been in battles much, obviously 0 kills, but they are all alive. So they're going to be a wild card factor here. They're pretty much having all the other teams kind of battle it out while they just want to kind of creep into first place. That's their idea anyway, it seems. That in itself is a risky play. Even though you can say, oh, they're playing conservatively, they're not getting into battles, trying to avoid. But that is a risky thing to do because in scrims you need both. You need kills and you need rank. If you're not getting kills, you better damn sure get some good rank there because otherwise you're not going to win. That's just impossible. You're not going to get a top 3 spot if you don't get kills. Even if you get like first place every match and you get no kills, which is pretty much impossible. But if you're just going to get first place all around, you still might not get first place in the whole scheme of things if you don't get kills. So, as I say, it sounds counterintuitive. You might think conservative play can only be conservative, but it was also considered risky by not going after teams to get kills. But we'll see if it works. Sometimes it works for teams, sometimes it doesn't. BDS, they have Flippin, they have, I'm going to go with Jake, Eljuke, Shinobi, and Lyrax, not, or maybe it's Likes, I don't know. Trying my best to pronounce names, I'm pretty terrible. Looks like Trox is knocked, probably thanks to Uchiha. And there's a Thirst in the process as well. Smokes were thrown for him, but it's a little too late for him now. So Voss is trying to stay behind the rock here. He has the enemy so close to him on the right. Nice hit on Macy. Macy YouTube gets knocked out and Thirsted. So that's a good start. But still, Savas is in a pretty bad spot. Tries to throw a grenade. Cooked it a little too long. This gave him some fireworks. Let's see where this one goes. Is it going to make contact this time? Nope. If they were behind the wall, that would have been perfect. But now Uchiha's behind the wall. Grenade behind the wall would be perfect here. But they're not doing that. Grenade over, not far enough. It's just a flash, actually. But all this time is ticking, and it's making it hard for Savas. Savas really doesn't have an option, though. He can't really push forward, because then he's going straight after a 1v3. Every step he takes closer to them would be really easier for RXT to take him out. So he has to figure out a way to get around them to get into zone. It's a little bit troubling. Here we have Mordex. Mordex is doing exactly what he should be doing, trying to get in zone. His teammate is out now, so that makes sense to just keep going and try to find your way into the next zone. That's just, can't go back for Savas at this point. And that's exactly what he's not, or what he's doing, not going back. RXT, they have a vehicle. I would not be surprised if they try to drive into the next zone. Nice hits on Shinobi on that side, as Do did exactly what he needed to do on that right side. Trying to thirst him through the smoke, find a position to hit him. He's getting shot on the left there by BDS. Let's see if Saint has an angle here. Utilizing the canted scope as well. I think he just got a few hits there, which is kind of impressive. Shinobi is still down. I don't know why I don't hear anything. Sorry. Oh, there we go. I'm not sure why we don't hear anything. They're all in the shed. All 3 players. BDS, we were talking about how conservative they've been playing. And this is kind of like their idea. They need to throw some smokes, that's for sure. They need to throw smokes outside too to make it more... Yeah, that's a good idea. Make it more confusing to make sure that they don't know exactly where they're at. Going for the revive now. RXT is just trying to get in, but they're getting shot by a third party, and that's going to be NF on the right side of them. Do is trying to stay behind and possibly heal here. Yep, bandaging up. We got 5 teams left. Uchiha gets knocked. Uchiha is thirsted, and Do gets knocked on the left as well. Hyllos is continuing to throw some smokes. They're not that close. I think he thinks there's people in that smoke immediately, but they are not there. Surprised he attempted that. Dude gets thirsted, so that just leaves Hyllos for the RXT team. They did pretty great so far. I think a lot of kills on the board for them. 9 kills though for CRE. Memo is the only one left, taking a lot of damage there. Get inside, what do you do? You gotta heal up. Tried to do it on his own there. I think he made a mistake trying to attempt that one. But I guess he really wanted to take down Susie. Again, Intense has been crazy. 12 kills for them here. And now we got 4 teams left. They're looking for a good ranking on this one too. I'm pretty sure they already got a win in match number 2. So if they get a win again, that pretty much seals it for them to get the win in the whole thing. Hyllos getting sniped. Not necessarily a sniper, but certainly lasered on that right side by Lyrics. That's the type of gameplay BDS should be doing more often, in my eyes. Now, I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times so far in this scrim about what teams should be doing. But I think that is one of them. Flippin' trying to shoot. He definitely peaked right. He just got lasered as well. They got to get into zone 2. Apparently, they wanted to take that car so they can get in, but the car was just getting hammered too much. It was not good to take anymore. You can see here, Lyrics needs to find a way in zone. They're being held back, though, by NF. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets taken down here in the road. I don't know why they don't have more smokes. I'm kind of surprised by that because a lot of these teams held a lot of smokes already. But apparently they're out. Otherwise, they would have used them already. That's without a doubt. Intense, Susie, and Nicolay are the only ones left on this particular squad. They're trying to clutch this one against NF in particular, and against BDS. Nice shots on Saint there. That was by Nicolay. Going for the thirst as well. Looks like he's trying to hit through the smoke. Elite is crossing over. For the most part, oh, he's shooting at somebody else entirely. And gets taken down. BDS comes in strong, making it easier for them to get into zone now. Shots on Kopin. Kopin, one hit wonder. That's all he needs to be taken out with, and that should be it. Nice job from Flippin to finish that one up. So here's the aggressiveness coming back out for BDS, something I was really looking forward for them to do. I think it makes it a lot easier for them now to move in, and that does seem to be the case. It is a 2v2 situation. I think both teams probably understand that. It could, you know, another team could think it's a 2v1v1 possibly, but I think they both understand it's a 2v2. Nicolay and Susie has been absolutely phenomenal in this one. And BDS, they've been very conservative in the beginning, but they've been growing more out and out, being more aggressive. And it really is helping their cause because they've been getting a lot of good kills here at the end. So we'll see. I don't know how to pronounce your name though, but Lajuke? And then we also have Flippin there. Susie and Nicolay on the top of the hill. The zone is going to be pushing them out. So Flippin needs to get into zone. I think he's better off going all the way to the right, get the high hill, and be able to get maybe an angle down at the enemies if possible. Right now, they're beyond the rock, beyond the hill. Susie's probably looking over. Yeah, he probably has eyes on Flippin already. So definitely Intense has advantage just based on pure position. He saw a Flippin there for a moment. So I think Susie's idea is I'm just going to focus on the left side here. And Nicolay might see, yeah, I think he sees him. So definitely advantage to Intense. They have zone. They're going to prevent them from coming in one at a time too, which is a big big positive for Intense. Intense, well done. That was their second win tonight out of the 3 matches. So if they didn't win the whole thing, I'm not sure how the point system works. They also had a lot of kills, and we'll take a look at that right now. If you guys have any questions, let me turn that audio too. Oh. Let me just... How's that? Is that working? All right. I think we cut it out for the most part. You might still hear it in the background, but not too much. But yeah, as I was saying, if you guys want to compete in this, you guys absolutely can. I posted the Discord in the chat. If you guys can't find that at all, you can DM me in Discord anytime, and I will let you know how to get there. I'll send you the link so you can sign up your squad if you want to compete in this particular event. I might be streaming it going forward. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it, but I had a lot of fun doing it, so that's a big factor in why I would continue it. Anyway, we're going to go through these results and then we're going to end it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely make sure to leave a follow, subscribe, leave a thumbs up on YouTube, and all that good stuff that would help me out in my path to becoming a good streamer. So I appreciate it, guys. So we got Intense here with 7 from Susie, 4 for Sintach, and 4 for Nicolay, 1 for Mortem. A good, really good kill count here, and that's going to be a team total of 16. I think I did the math right. 16 kills here, double digits, first place. BDS comes in with 3 for Flippin and 1 for Lyrics. We saw some good stuff at them coming out at the end. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, it worked out for them. They didn't get a lot of kills, but the rank points should be really helpful for them. But still, kills are very important too. We got NF coming in with 2 just from Relout, 1 for Elite and 1 for Copen, a team total of 4 as well. RXT comes in with 6 total kills. Well done for that particular team. We saw a lot of them actually in this match, and unfortunately they didn't get a top 3, but top 4 is not bad either. CRE, everyone got at least 1 kill. That's a team total of 9, almost double digits there. M5 comes in with 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's a lot actually. 6, 10, 11 kills, double digits, 6th place. Well done. G2A comes in with 1 kill from Veto. 7S comes in with 3 kills. We got DM coming in with 1 kill. EV with 1 kill. MVP with 0. I'm actually surprised by that. I thought I saw a lot of MVP, but apparently they didn't get a kill here. 4E with 0. PS with 1 kill from White. VGs, which is a very surprising factor in my eyes here, with 0 kills, 14th place. And Glory with 0. And the reason why I say that is VGs seem to be on a roll. First place, getting the most kills in match number 1. They seem to be straight up the better team. A lot of the things they were doing in that first match too, throwing a lot of throwables, making sure that they peaked right, all that good stuff. A lot of things that you kind of notice from the top that you might not necessarily think about when you're actually in the moment is what they were doing. So I'm kind of surprised that they weren't able to continue at in match number 2 and 3, but they did play well, obviously, in the first match, and I hope the best for them. That being said, I think Intense won the whole thing. I could be wrong about that, but all the results should be posted in their Discord, I assume. If you have any questions about that, again, feel free to DM me in Discord, or feel free to hit me up in any of my social media platforms. I'll try to get that over to you, no problem. That being said, thank you for the follow. 3Mimi, thank you for the follow. If you guys are following me on YouTube and Omelet Arcade, thank you so much. I'm not necessarily, I don't necessarily see that often, but I do notice it afterwards, and I get those notifications sometimes really late. But anyway, thank you guys for that. I do appreciate it. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to stay safe. It's very important to stay safe now with the epidemic. I definitely want to stress that with my platform. And that's it. So enjoy. Take care. Have a good night, as most of you guys have a night right now. And peace out. Oh, my mouse broke. I was going to use this instead. Later, guys.